Hello again. So, one last video for today. I'm just thinking if I hit the ball rolling with this, maybe I'll get back into the habit of making videos and doing more often and stuff. So, I am going to do a book haul. I've never been that much of a reader, but I'm really trying to get into it this year. It's one of my resolutions, and I want to read a lot more books this year. So, recently, in the last sort of 6 weeks, I guess, I've bought an insane number of books. So I'm just going to go through what I've bought, and then as I read them, I'll probably put book reviews up. Okay, so here we go. So first things first, I bought the Harry Potter series. It's a really long story, and I won't go into it, but essentially I only have book 5, 6, and 7, and I wanted to reread them. So I only wanted to get the first 4, but in the UK they re-released the covers, and I didn't want to have 2 different sets of covers. And they had them on 3 for 2 in Waterstones a few weeks ago, so I have had to rebuy the whole series, which is kind of annoying, but I would rather that they all matched on my bookcase. And you can now see behind me this big gap is where I've taken most of these books from for this fall. So I'm going to have to put my shelf back together when I'm finished. So anyway, Harry Potter series. Also, I thought it might be interesting for people to see the new covers if you've not seen them. So we have Philosopher's Stone, which I've already read. That was the first book. I read this one about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Really quick, nice, easy read. And actually quite enjoyed it because there was a hell of a lot of stuff I'd completely forgotten about. So I've not read the books since I was maybe 14, I guess, so about 10 years ago. So that was quite interesting. So, first one. Philosopher's Stone, and I know you can't see it very clearly, obviously, but the new covers are white with a coloured picture on the front. So, Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, which is probably my favourite, or I remember it being my favourite, so I'll be interested to know if it's still my favourite now when I get round to reading it. Goblet of Fire, the cover's starting to get a bit scarier. Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, there we go, he's better. And finally, Deathly Hallows. So that's what the new UK covers look like. They're also all different colours on the spines, but obviously you can't see them in this anyway, so there you go. Okay, next we move on to some more YA stuff. So, first of all, the Hunger Games series, which was really big in America and has been for ages, but I don't think we've had them over here for that long. Well, they've not been popular over here for that long anyway. So they are the Hunger Games is the first book, and I got the Katniss cover, which I was really pleased with because I don't really like the Pete's cover. Catching Fire, which is the second book, and Mockingjay, which is the third book, which I am currently reading. Next up is another YA series, which I didn't really know that much about, but I've seen the Dweeb Institute and the Readables both do reviews of at least the first book in this trilogy. I'm not sure how many of the others they've done, but they made it sound amazing, so I thought, bite the bullet, just get all 3 and hope for the best. And that is the Chaos Walking trilogy by Patrick Ness. So those are The Knife of Never Letting Go. Book 2 is The Ask and the Answer. And book 3 is Monsters of Men. Quite thick books these, so I'm expecting these to take me freaking ages to read, but I will get back to you on that and let you know what they were like. Next up, I'm really excited about this one. Across the Universe by Beth Revis, I think it's Revis. It only came out in March this year in the UK, and we've only got the paperback version. I don't think we can get the hardback with the like changeable cover thing, which is kind of annoying because I really like the blue spaceship cover. Don't know an awful lot about this book because I've been trying to avoid spoilers. This will be my next book I read after I finish Hunger Games trilogy, because when I bought it, I read the first couple of pages just to get into it a bit, and then suddenly realised I was like 8 or 10 pages in and had to stop reading because I knew I would just want to finish it. I really wanted to get this trilogy done first. So I will let you know what I think of this when I've read it across the universe by Beth Reynolds. Okay, and my last two books are, I guess you could call them proper grown-up books, I suppose, and they are Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close by Jonathan Safran Foer, which I saw someone review on My Life in Books that Anne Robinson presented on the BBC a few months ago, part of the BBC's Year of Books. And they basically had two celebrities on each episode telling you what some of their favourite books were, and this was somebody's, I can't remember, but it sounded really interesting. It's about a boy whose dad dies in the 9/11 attacks in America, and he wants to discover more about his dad, and he finds a key in his dad's closet, I think, with a name next to it, and he goes off on this journey to try and discover more about his family and stuff. But yeah, it just sounded kind of interesting, so I thought I'd give that a go. So when I get round to that eventually, you will hear all about it. And finally is Nights at the Circus by Angela Carter, which is another one I saw on My Life in Books, recommended by I can't remember who it was recommended by. I've got her face in my head, but I can't think of her name. So yes, I've actually also got Burning Your Boats by Angela Carter that I bought years ago when I was still at college, I think, which by the sounds of it is like her retelling of different fairy tales, which I've also not read, so I'll probably read this and Burning Your Boats at the same time as if it's a series, and do read them both at the same time. But this one looks really interesting, so I will let you know about that when I read it. Okay, so that's the book haul done. Let me know if any of you have read any of these books, any of you that have read these and think of others that you'd like to recommend. I'm open to suggestions. So yes, in the meantime, I will see you soon. Okay, bye.